What's up, YouTube? Back with another Kansas City Chiefs video. I've been doing a Kansas City Chiefs offseason review, offseason recap. It's been a little while, even just since my last video, or even with talking with the Chiefs. I'm gonna do another one after the draft, and I'm gonna get into it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. First topic I'm gonna talk about is Trey Smith signing a franchise tag for a season. Trey Smith was our right guard, I believe. For the past season, he didn't play that great in the Super Bowl. He's one of the players that didn't play that great in the Super Bowl, but it's fine. He had a great whole season up to that point. He's a solid guard. He's one of the best guards in the whole entire league. He's a good player. He's a young player. We signed him for a 1-year prove-it deal, and it's gonna end up being like a great choice, like a 1-year franchise tag. So it's almost like we'll pay him more if he balls out, or it's just to keep him on the team for another year. So we traded for Joe Thuney for a 4th-round pick to the Bears. Joe Thuney was a guy who was playing left guard, and we moved him to left tackle. He's a multiple All-Pro and a multiple Pro Bowl player. He's gonna be playing mostly left guard, I would assume, for the Chicago Bears at his natural position, just to give Caleb Williams his best shot at success. He's gonna help Ben Johnson over in Chicago with just their schemes, with their run blocking. He's a great pass blocker because he obviously blocked for Patrick Mahomes, and Caleb Williams is almost the same kind of player. He maneuvers like him. He holds the ball in the pocket for a little while like him. Even when he releases the ball, he likes to hold it for downfield shots. He's gonna help the team overall because that's his game, and he's a great player and a great guy for the locker room. We re-signed Hollywood Brown for a 1-year prove-it. That's more like a prove-it deal because it's just a 1-year. He's getting paid X amount of money. I didn't put it in this one. I think it's just under $10 million. He's a great player. He's a great receiver. Got injured in preseason with a collarbone injury against the Lions on one of his first few catches, but came back for the end of the season. Had good games up until the Super Bowl as well. Nick Bolton on a huge year, 3-year, $45 million mega linebacker deal. Yeah, that's a lot for a linebacker. I'm not sure how much the average linebacker gets paid because Mike linebackers aren't valued the same ways as they used to be. I don't know. They're just devalued, almost how running backs are devalued. But they used to be. They're not paying. They pay more obviously because the market always goes up. But they're not viewed the same way as like when Ray Lewis was around and when Patrick Willis was around, and just those guys, those type of players. Just like those old 49ers players and the Ravens rivalry that they had, and just Urlacher or whoever, they don't get paid as much as they used to. They don't get reviewed the same way as they were back then, but the market moves up. And Nick Bolton, of course, he's a play caller. He's also the heart and soul of the defense, I guess you could say, because he's in the middle of the field. Chris Jones is the best player. He makes all the tackles. He's had like 100 tackles every single year, except for when he's injured. Was second in tackles, I think, a few seasons ago behind Foye Oluokun. He should be a Pro Bowler. He's a great player. Nick Bolton. Signed Dylan Moore in free agency. PFF. He's one of our linemen that we brought in to play tackle for one of the issues that we were trying to solve. His PFF overall grade is a 74.9. His run blocking is a 70.1. His pass blocking is 73.1. He came over from those are solid stats. He came over from the 49ers, and he should help the left tackle. He should help the tackle situation. I think he can play left or right tackle, but it should help the left tackle situation in the meantime. He's a solid player. I think as long as he's competent, he'll be fine, because Patrick Mahomes, even if there's pressure after him, he can move around in the pocket. He's great footwork. He keeps his eyes open for downfield. He can escape. He's an escape artist. He's the best quarterback in the pocket, I would say. Not just pass. He probably is the best pocket passing quarterback in the league. Just he's the best overall quarterback in the league, except for if you want to say straight running, that's Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or whoever you want to say. Whoever you want to say, but I would say that he's maneuvering the pocket. Him and Kyler Murray are A1. Caleb Williams is up there. There's a few other quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, just named. But as long as he's competent enough and just holds his blocks long enough for Patrick Mahomes to just do his thing, I think we'd be fine. But if he can pop off and maybe have a great year, like almost how Orlando Brown was solid for us, even though he got a lot of slack for allowing a lot of pressures, but overall he was a lot more solid than what we saw in this past Super Bowl and what we saw in this past season with the Chiefs, just overall, and just a lot of holding, even with the right tackle situation and Jawan Taylor. Signed Elijah Mitchell, the running back Re-signed James Winchester, the long snapper. Signed Robert Tonyan, the tight end, who played a couple seasons with Aaron Rodgers in the Packers. Went to Minnesota, went to Green Bay. Went to Chicago, went to Minnesota. He backed up Cole Kmet, backed up T.J. Hawkinson. Like, see, he's a solid tight end, and he can catch. He can pass block. He can run block. He's really an overall tight end, kind of like a Sam Laporta, but like he's a very good receiving tight end, and he's pretty quick for a tight end. Christian Fulton got signed to. This is our biggest free agency signing. Is a 2-year, $20 million deal. 70. I'm gonna talk a little bit about his PFF grade. His overall grade is a 71.1, 60.0 pass rush grade, 79.3 run defense grade, and 67.9 coverage grade. His grades are remarkable. PFF does grade hard and does grade harsh, but I think that he can pop off, and I think as long as he's something like a Jalen Watson, if he can be just like Jalen Watson, so that it allows us to have a deeper team, so that when we go nickel and when we go dime package, we can cover more receivers when they need to pass more and they're down and we have a lead. It allows us, if we need a blitz out of it and we need to send McDuffie, then we can hold it up on the back end. If we need to cover certain receivers, teams that have deep receivers, it allows us, and it can also allow McDuffie to play the slot. It can allow McDuffie to overall just be a better player. It amplifies your team because you don't need to account for somebody else. He's competent and he's a good player, and he's growing and he's young, and he can just help the team overall. I think Christian Fulton can really pop off, and I think he can really be well under Steve Spagnuolo. He's just one of the greatest defensive coordinators of all time. So just remember that, and he's joining a dynasty and on a team where when we had the worst defense in the league, we were still the championship game every year. We made it to the Super Bowl having one of the worst defenses in the league. We've won the Super Bowl with having one of the worst defenses in the league, even though we did come together that 2020 run. 2019-2020 run, but still, as long as he's able to improve and just put in the work and grind for success and try to be a better player and a better person every single day, there's no reason why we can't have him, because Andy Reid makes you better overall. He just wants to see you succeed in life. Deshaun Warren got paid $54 million for a 3-year, $30 million mega deal. I forgot where he got signed to. I can search it up right here. Wharton. He got signed to the Carolina Panthers, so he's gonna be over there with Bryce Young. He's a great player. You can saw how strong he is, how quick he is, how lightning quick he is off the 3-snap, or just off the stance of dropping of a regular defensive lineman stance and just getting up and swatting, just doing his pass rush moves. He's very quick to get to the quarterback. He's very strong. He can bull rush you. He was a good pair with Chris Jones and George Karlaftis. But he's gonna be over there with the Carolina Panthers as they try to build their defense, and he's a great player, and he's gonna really flourish under the system where it's not just Chris Jones, it's now gonna be him, and he's gonna have his time to shine, and he's really gonna help Bryce Young and just whoever the quarterback is, help the whole entire franchise over there, and hopefully have a great career. And prove some people wrong while you're at it. Justin Reed got signed a 3-year, $31.5 million deal with 22.5 million guaranteed. He signed to the New Orleans Saints to pair with Tyrann Mathieu, because he was with Tyrann Mathieu with the Houston Texans when Deshaun Watson was there briefly. It's his hometown team. It's a good signing overall. He's one of the best safeties inside the whole entire league. He got snubbed of an All-Pro and got snubbed of a Pro Bowler. Pro Bowl mainly because fans just vote and they really don't know that much. Like he was probably the best safety in the league, or arguably the best safety in the league. And then just All-Pro, he got snubbed. I think there's a few names you could swap him with, even if it's second team. He's a great player. He's gonna go over there and prove himself with the Saints because their defense is strong. Even if Dennis Allen isn't the head coach anymore, I'm not even sure who the head coach is, because they probably cleaned house with what happened with the Saints this past season and just how everything just melted down. And it always seems to go that way. But I know that their defense is always strong. The DeMario Davis still there. They have Tyrann Mathieu, Lattimore left, but they're gonna have Justin Reed to go with them, and just their defense is always strong. They're always a good team. They're always a tough team to beat, and just he'll really help their defense. And finally, D-Hop signed with the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, I think that will help Lamar Jackson get another receiver. It's almost like an Odell Beckham Jr. signing, but D-Hop was good. Even with Tennessee, with that one season with Tennessee, I could pull up his stats. He was good. The season where he got traded to the Chiefs, it's because the Chiefs didn't really want to utilize him. I guess they didn't utilize him as much as they could have, because you saw Juju had like almost 200 yards against the Saints in that game. So like he easily could have like those big type of games, but he wasn't utilized that much, and they didn't look his way as often. But I think if they really wanted to, they could have made him a bigger receiver. If they made Juju a great receiver, they can make anybody, like, not to disrespect Juju, but the way how he got treated as at New England, and how great he was the prior season with the Chiefs and almost had 1,000 yards, and how we did, and we also re-signed Juju Smith-Schuster for another year. And that's a great deal. That's a great move for us. But like, just overall, I think that Diop is a good player, and he'll really help Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and just help another pass catcher for Lamar Jackson and his explosive offense with their dual offense of just Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and just the offense that's hard to stop, and it's a great scheme by John Harbaugh. But let's see. What was I talking about briefly? Let's see. I actually forget. I'm going to end the video right there. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe, and I love all you guys. Peace out.